My name is White, James Ebo White. Join me on this crazy ride. Hello and welcome to ENCORE, the Facebook Live platform on which we discuss all things love, marriage, relationship, and sex. They call me Uncle Ebo White, and I am grateful that you can join us. For the community that is built around this platform, I say good afternoon to you. I say I'm so excited that you can always join us. Now, before we go into the presentation for today, remember tomorrow, that's on the 1st of September at the National Theatre, I am going on stage myself with a one-man show that we are calling A Crazy Ride. And trust me, it's going to be just that, a crazy ride. So, National Theatre, 1st and 2nd of September, you have a choice of either the 4 p.m. or the 8 p.m. show, and we'll repeat the same thing next weekend as well. I hope to see you there. And if you belong to this community and you come there, find a way of letting me know that you are there. Either the kabute will be at the foyer, so would kweku cake be at the foyer, and then Ken serial killer would also be there. and then this thing. Oh, and Ronnie promoter would also be there. So we hope. Kabute the coordinator. He will coordinate all of that. Kabute, I've just said of the wonderful thing you did. I hear on Monday you introduced someone to someone. We'll talk more about it. Don't look at me like that. It's on Al Jazeera. So you are welcome. Today we are looking at, are you in a healthy relationship? Are you in a healthy relationship? We'll look at what a healthy relationship looks like and what does not constitute a healthy relationship. I'm hoping at the end of our presentation and today that each of us can go and take another look at our relationships and ask ourselves, which is it? A healthy one or an unhealthy one? So we begin. Let me begin with trying to define what a healthy relationship is like, what it looks like. So one, it is a give and take relationship. It is not a one-way relationship. If you are in a relationship that is one way, that is not a healthy one. Two, it is empowering. It is a kind of a relationship where each of you find yourselves released and empowered to be the best you can be. You begin to dare and to push your frontiers and to do things because you know you have support and you have each other's back. Three, it is accepting. You accept me as I am, I accept you as you are, and then we all get busy growing and getting better and better. Without you rejecting me or criticizing me. And that is four. It is not critical and it is not cynical. If you're in a relationship where one party is critical, is always criticizing the other, that is not a healthy relationship. Or one person is cynical, does not have any faith and confidence in the other party, that is not a healthy one. Five, it is supportive. Six, there is trust. There is trust. Seven, there is security. There's security in this relationship. Eight, there is space for each partner to be themselves and to reach their highest potential. There is space and room for you. And therefore, nine, it is not stifling. It is not a relationship that stifles you. 10, it does not hold back. It doesn't keep you from being what you are. There are relationships that hold you back. It becomes a burden. It becomes a burden on you and it holds you back. 11, it overcomes problems. Because listen, every relationship has its own problems. The healthy one, they know how to overcome those problems. 11, there is room to air issues and there's room to address the issues. There are unhealthy relationships. You may have issues, but your partner will never make time for you to talk about it, or your partner will never table them. He has issues with you, and sometimes you only hear it from third parties, or you pick from body language that something is not quite right, and you will never be told what it is that is there. In a healthy relationship, there is no bitterness. So those are the features of a healthy relationship. That's what it looks like. Now, there's a key point we need to make here when it comes to building a healthy relationship. Listen, it takes two healthy people to build a healthy relationship. Two unhealthy people cannot build a healthy relationship. One healthy person with one unhealthy person cannot build a healthy relationship. It takes the two of you being healthy to build a healthy relationship. So let's run through the signs that you are not healthy. Remember, I said it takes a healthy person to build a healthy relationship. So these are the signs that shows that you are not healthy. And if you are not healthy, you cannot build a healthy relationship. One, you need someone to make you feel good about yourself. If you need someone to make you feel good about yourself, or you need someone to make you feel whole, then you are not healthy. Two, you play the blame game. It's never your fault. It's somebody's fault. You're always looking to shift the blame onto somebody else. Three, you criticize people. Anyone who is great at criticizing people is criticizing himself first and foremost. And it's a sign that you are not healthy. Four, you are not honest, you are not open, and you are not transparent. You are not healthy. Five, everything is about you. For an unhealthy person, everything is about them, and they can't conceive of any other concerns beyond their own concerns. Six, you take abuse. You allow your partner to abuse you, either verbally, emotionally, psychologically, or physically. And that shows you that you are not, because those who are healthy, they draw a line. Certain things can happen. Seven, you are abusive. Six, you take the abuse. Now, seven, you dish the abuse. That is a sign of not being healthy. Eight, you cheat. You cheat serially. 9, you have an unhealthy lifestyle. In other words, the choices you are making in your social practices, none of them healthy. 10, you have anger issues. You cannot control your temper. You are one of those people, when you lose your temper, you have literally lost it, because it's gone, it's out of your control. 11, you manipulate people. It is only an unhealthy person who manipulates people to do what he or she wants. That is now 12, you are clingy and possessive. You hold on too tightly. And you are the kind of person who you don't allow your partner to have any other life. You must be the whole life. 13, you cannot see or acknowledge your own faults. You are blind to your faults. Everybody can see them. They are so fragrant that we can all see them. But for you, no, it's not, you never do anything wrong. You are Mr. Perfect. 14, you are not appreciative. You cannot say thank you. No matter what somebody does to you, you have this sense of entitlement. It's okay. It's done it. 15, you don't let issues die. You drag issues. That's a sign of being unhealthy, which leads to 16, you cannot forgive. 17, you cannot trust anyone. And when somebody says, I can't trust anyone, they are saying, don't trust me. Because people who trust themselves, they trust people. 18, you suffer from inferiority complex. And 19, you think you are better than anyone. So 18 is an inferiority complex. 19 is superiority complex. You think you are better than anyone. And finally, 20, you are dependent. So let's now flip the coin and look at signs that you are healthy. Signs that you are healthy. 1, you know what it is to love yourself. Those who are healthy, they love themselves. And they understand, unless you love yourself, you cannot talk of loving another person because you cannot give what you do not have. 2, you are expressive. You know how to express your emotions in a healthy way, in a helpful way, in a positive way. 3, you have no problem saying, I am sorry. In other words, you know when and how to apologize. 4, you are great at saying thank you and showing appreciation for others and for what they do for you. 5, you have a positive self-image and a self-worth. You have a positive self-image. 9, you have emotional maturity. You don't throw tantrums. You know how to keep a thing. You know how to hold back reacting to a situation, and you know how to wait for the right time and how to address the issues without it escalating. That is emotional maturity. 7, you have emotional intelligence. You know what is needed, what a person needs. You know what to say or do at any particular time to get positive results. 8, you do not put anyone down. That's positive. If you are the kind of person who never puts anybody down, then you have just declared, I am a healthy person. 9, you are open and transparent. 10, you are very careful with your words because you know the power of words and you don't use words to hurt. You don't want to hurt with your words. And you also know words once spoken cannot be taken back. So you are careful with your words. 11, you know how to celebrate others. When somebody has achieved something, you are happy with them. You don't go and say, oh, why is it not me? And who is it? What has he done? No. There's a joke I picked on the net. An African politician is upset that people are congratulating his opponent for going to the university and obtaining BCom. And he's mad. Why? What's the big deal about BCom? Because he's not the first person to become. I have become rich. I've become powerful. So that was not a healthy person. If he was a healthy person, he would have celebrated the success of his friend. 12, you know how to confront issues without making matters worse. Quite often, in the process of trying to address issues, then there's a whole explosion, and then the issues become even more complicated. But you are better than that. 13, you do not see anyone as your inferior, and you do not see anyone as your superior. No one is above you. No one is beneath you. You see people, and you deal with people. You give them their dignity and their respect due to them. 14, you have a sense of humor. Especially, you know how to laugh at yourself. 15, you have a positive outlook on life. For you, it is not gloom and doom. You know there is hope. You know things can turn around for the better anytime. So you are not the kind of person who thinks that you are the cousin of the prophet Jeremiah. You know you are not the prophet. You are not related to that prophet. 16, you keep your word. When you give a promise, you keep it. You keep your word. 17, you take good care of your body. You take good care of your body. So you know how to take rest. You know what to eat, when to eat, quantity to eat. You know how to take good care of your body. You know when to exercise, that kind of thing. 18, you feed your mind with the right stuff. Because it is what is in the mind that would control your actions and your choices and your habits. So when you feed your mind with the right stuff, you can be sure that you are always on top of your game. 19, you love to work and be productive. That's a healthy person. A healthy person loves to work and loves to work to be productive. In other words, wants to work and see results. and will do everything to see the results. That is a healthy person. And 20, you are gentle. You are gentle with your actions. You are gentle with your words. You are even gentle with your thoughts. So now, it brings me to, now let's look again at the marks of a healthy relationship. We started by defining a healthy relationship. Now, if you say you are in a healthy relationship, I'd like to see these things in your relationship. If they are not there, then your claim that you are in a healthy relationship is questionable. So, let's go. 1, marks of a healthy relationship. 1, love. There must be love in there, and not, there must be the kind of love that you see and define as a verb and not a feeling. So there must be love that is not just a feeling, but a verb. It is a love that is defined by what it does, not how it feels, but what it does. 2, you and your partner are each other's safe haven. In other words, no matter what life throws at you outside, when the two of you are together, you provide each other with a warmth, with safety, with encouragement to continue. You become each other's safe haven. 3, it is a relationship that is built on realistic expectations. That's a mark of a healthy relationship. Both parties have a realistic expectation of themselves, of each other, and of the relationship. 4, there is security in this relationship. 5, there is sharing in this relationship. And by sharing, I don't mean that you take a present given to you and return it back to the person. That's not sharing. That is cheap. No, you are not a recycle. There is sharing. And 6, there is freedom. Please serve notice to the individual concerned that he hasn't heard the last of this. He hasn't heard the last of this. And it's a good thing that tomorrow I have the stage to myself for 2 hours. God have mercy. Opa on tukwan. Kwesi, get the person's picture. Because he will run away from the auditorium. So get a picture. 6. Okay. 6, there is freedom in this relationship. Remember, I'm looking at the marks of a healthy relationship. There is freedom. In other words, I want to go to school. I should be able to get the permission to go. I should be able to talk and, oh, yeah. So what do I need to help you do it? How may I support you to do it? There is freedom. There's freedom to be yourself. There's freedom to pursue your dreams. There's freedom to grow and to become your best self. That is a mark of a healthy relationship. 7, again, I'm looking at the marks in a healthy relationship. There is fun. There is fun. If you're in a relationship where the two of you cannot have fun, or each of you cannot have fun, then it is not healthy. 8, there's responsibility. Each of you takes responsibility. And you take the responsibility onto yourselves for the success of your relationship and for the happiness of each other. 9, supportive. There's support in this relationship. 10, there is giving in this relationship. If it is healthy, then there is affirmation. 11, we affirm each other. So it's not a kind of relationship where the person has to go out before she's told that she's beautiful. Her partner would have told her because it's affirming. It's not the kind of relationship where you dress well and it is outsiders who are seeing and saying, oh, the dress looks good on you. Your partner would be the first to see and affirm because there is affirmation. 12, there is intimacy. There is intimacy. There is warmth. There is attention. There is looking out to surprise you. That's intimacy. Surprise you for no reason at all, but just because I love to see you happy and I love to see your smile. When when I do something that you didn't expect, that makes you happy. 13, there's companionship. You ask people why they get into a relationship, and half of the time they are saying for the sake of companionship. And yet, in an unhealthy relationship, the companionship is not there. Your partner is never there. You can't even hope to sit down and chat with your partner because he's too busy. 14, there's communication. We talk. We talk about things that matter. We not that I'm finding young people talking a lot on the phone, and yet not talking about things that matter. So wake up and call you. I'm awake. Are you also awake? I'm going to take my bath. Go take your bath already. I mean, why do I need to know? I am leaving home. I am in my car. I'm in a car. I'm having breakfast. And then we take a picture and send. I'm having breakfast. And then we go and we think that, we talk a lot. We talk a lot. Listen, you are not talking. You are a nuisance at a certain point. Let's communicate, talk about things that really do matter. That will help you discover each other and see how you can promote each other's interests. 15, there is forgiveness. 16, there is respect in this relationship. You feel respected and you give respect to your partner. That's a healthy relationship. And 17, there is patience. Patience in the sense that none of us is perfect. But with your love and patience, I can grow to become the kind of man I need to be. 18, there is trust. 19, there's transparency and openness. So if you're in a relationship and you do not know your partner's password to any of his gadgets, something is wrong. Why? Hey, do you work with national security? Your partner should know as much about you as is possible. And 20, there is commitment. There's commitment. Now, how do you build a healthy relationship? It's possible up to now, you realize, I thought I was in a healthy relationship, but I realized I'm not. So how do we build one? How do we go about building one? One, it begins by building a healthy relationship with yourself. Build a healthy relationship with yourself. Be comfortable in your skin, with who you are. Celebrate who you are. Like who you are before you can build a healthy one. 2, be realistic in your expectations. Be realistic in your expectations. Your partner may not always be in the mood. Your partner may not always be available. Your partner may not always be in a good mood. May not always be nice. Be realistic in your expectations. 3, don't be afraid that you will lose your partner. Unhealthy relationships are built because one party is afraid to lose out. Is afraid that, hey, if I say it, he'll be angry and then I'll be out. No. Don't be afraid to lose this partner. If what you have to say is, and which is legitimate for you to say, upsets him so much that he walks, then he should go. Because that's not the right person for you. 4, use words to strengthen the relationship and not to destroy it. If you should ever address an issue, if you ever should say something to your partner, always wait and ask yourself, is this going to help us build a better relationship? If not, it should not come out of your mouth. It can come out of the other side, but it cannot come out of your mouth. 5, never speak or act in anger. When you are angry, that's not the time for you to address issues. Wait, cool down. 6, be trustworthy. Let your partner trust you. Come to trust you. Come to take your word seriously. 7, learn to address issues positively and with wisdom. Don't just get up and address issues. Wait, think through it and ask yourself, I want a positive outcome. How can I address this and get that positive outcome? And work through it before you try it. 8, create room for each other to grow. Create room for each other to grow. 9, make allowances for the fact that your partner is a human being. Just a human being. Maybe beautiful, maybe intelligent, may speak in all kinds of tongues. Bottom line, still a human being. 10, learn to forgive. 11, make a distinction between intimacy and sex and be great at intimacy. Be great at intimacy. 12, let the relationship be the most important relationship in your life apart from your relationship with God. It should become the most important. Especially when it becomes marriage, it must become even more important than the relationship you have with your parents. That is when you are building a healthy one. 13, discover each other's love language and be fluent in that language. 5, love languages: physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, acts of service, and words of affirmation. Get to know which of them or which combination of them makes my partner feel the love, and then get busy with them. 14, be effective in resolving conflicts and issues. And 15, each of you must take responsibility for making this relationship work. Remember when I was giving the mark of a healthy relationship, I said the mark is that there's a responsibility. That is what I'm spelling out as to how to build a healthy relationship. Both of you take responsibility. You act as if it depends on me. Your partner also is acting, it depends on me for this to work. That is when you build a healthy relationship. And with that, I come to the end of the presentation. And remember, tomorrow, 1st of September and 2nd of September at the National Theatre, my one-man show, my stand-up comedy, a crazy ride, opens to the public. And I'm hoping I'll see you there. I'll be right back. Please stay with me. My name is White, James Ebo White. Join me on this crazy ride. Well, I'd like to thank you for staying with me, and you are welcome back. Let's have your questions, your comments, and let the community come alive now. So let's go.
Trisha says, so everybody is saying I'm healthy. Where are the sick ones then?
By their fruits, you will know them. So don't take anybody's word for it. Look at the lifestyle. Look at the nature of the relationship, and you'll know whether it is a healthy one or otherwise.
Nesbitt says, Uncle, what do you do if your partner's reason for not calling or texting is, I have a lot on my plate, but doesn't want to share that lot with you? Meanwhile, you see her updating her status and see her online on social media. Is this one healthy, or I need to go to the hospital?
You need to go to the emergency ward, Nesbitt. This is something is seriously wrong here. And I like the way you say it, because if you have a lot on your plate and I am the important person in your life, then share them with me. But if you can't share them with me, and all I'm hearing is that I have a lot on my plate or a lot of my plate, then it becomes evasive, unhealthy. This is unhealthy.
Mami first comment in regards to knowing our password, the passwords of our partners. She says, Uncle, these days they will say you want to invade their privacy. Yeah.
No, he should not hide the password from you. But even if you know it, don't use it. Yes, he should not hide it from you. You should know it, but don't use it.
Chris Cote says, this password mattered there. Uncle, man will be explaining everything and might lose track of explanations. You might even end up explaining why one particular lady keeps liking all your pictures, even if they are not nice. How about having the phone password known, but some social media applications under lock and key to avoid the Eve and the serpent, this kind of temptation?
My brother, simplify your life. Anything you can't share with a significant person in your life is not healthy. It's a mark that your life has become too complicated. Learn to simplify your life. And if your partner will not be happy to see it, then it is not good for you either. So learn to get away from it. Kwesi has stood up on a matter, on a point of order. On a point of order. Okay, go.
Okay. Uncle, did Adam tell Eve all the names of the animals?
And your point is?
Some password needs not to be told.
Kwesi, when you hear her. What I'm saying is that we keep things secret because, secret is another name for unhealthy. We hide things because we know we should not have them. That's why. Otherwise, we won't hide it. So whenever you have to hide something, especially from the most significant person in your life, then you know you are treading on very dangerous grounds.
Ancestor Soa says, Uncle, we will come to your show. I think you have been supportive to some of us, and so we are coming to your show is a little means we can use to support you. God bless you all.
Well, thank you very much, and God bless you too.
Ancestor continued by saying, Uncle, some people always expect gifts of surprise from each other, even Independence Day gifts and Founders Day gifts.
Wow. Founders Day gifts. All right. Let's add another one. Crazy Ride Day gift tomorrow. Just buy another ticket.
Aramide says, Uncle, if you are in an unhealthy relationship and you realize it and both for your life, but the other partner is still living in Neverland, can you seek for restraining order?
Yes, you can. Kudi, you can.
Heaven says, my uncle is Guy.
Heaven, that's the name.
Yes. Heaven.
Wow.
Uncle.
I like the name. This is at 64, I will not be having any more children. But if I had a child, I would name the child Heaven. I love the name. My goodness.
Tabitha says, can I ask my partner what his love language is?
Yes, you can.
Some partners are all round and makes it difficult to discover their love language.
But if you observe your partner, you will know. You will know. So you try each of the 5 and you see what makes the person lighten up and brighten up. And you know this is the love language. There are people who have more than one. But if you ask your partner, the chances are that he may not know. He may not know. And so quite often it is you who will discover it in your interaction with him or her.
Ofoli says, Uncle, this your motorbike promo is fire.
Thank you. Well, that it is nothing compared with the show itself.
That's right.
The motor ride is nothing compared with 2 hours of energy and passion and wit and humor.
From Lydia, what will you do when you are the one paying the bills for 4 years now, and your husband is not doing anything? It's not doing anything.
It's another form of abuse. Unfortunately, you are accepting it, and it's unhealthy. You shouldn't have, but you are, and it's unfortunate. It's unhealthy.
Akwesi says, good afternoon, Uncle.
Yep.
Please, she gives freedom, but it's not supportive in terms of finance. Uncle, can this be considered a healthy relationship?
I would say, is this a marriage or courtship? come and clarify the situation, because the rules are different whether it is courtship or it is marriage. But let me. But as far I share this my personal position, that my position is that as a man, my money, my income is for me and my wife. Her money is for her alone. My personal position. Whatever I earn is for me and my wife. Whatever she earns, I am not interested in knowing what she does with it. That's her money.
Hi, Uncle. Jennifer, your friend here.
Yeah, Jenny.
Why do you guys still feel the need to text and flirt in the name of adventure? Is this healthy?
It's not healthy, but it's it's our default programming. Why do you also encourage us to do it? Stop us and let us know, hey, you can't play that game with me.
Abigail says, please, Uncle Ebo, when you see all the signs in your relationship is not healthy and putting in effort to make it work, but your partner does not see it work, what do you do?
Or then you have a decision to make, because especially if your partner is so interested in making the effort of transforming the relationship into a healthy one, then really you are wasting your time, aren't you? You are wasting your time.
Nana Rabba says, Uncle, can you leave if the relationship is unhealthy?
It depends on what makes it unhealthy and whether it cannot be made healthy. So first, think of how the two of you can make it healthier. And then let's take it up from there.
From Alaji Sunny, Uncle, can I ask my wife to dress how I want her to when she's in the house?
Alaji, why? How do you want your wife to dress in the house that she's not doing?
Sizey.
Come again?
Probably sizey.
Sexy. Alaji, come up and clarify. How do you want your wife to dress in the house? Is it that she's too comfortable with herself, her body, and you are not comfortable with the fact that she dresses too sexily? Or is that you want her to cover herself more, and she's not doing it? What's the issue? The principle here is, yes, she must take you into consideration in her choices as when it comes to dressing, but you must also respect her personality and individuality, and not try to stifle it.
Asesa says, I now see why some women live long. How can a man's money be for the man and the wife, but the woman is for hers only?
Well, even when we don't play that game, they still will live longer, all things being equal. One, because they have ways in which they relieve themselves of stress. We don't. Men, we keep everything in, and we suck it up. That's what kills us. A woman will talk, call a friend, talk and cry. When was the last time you heard a man cry? It doesn't happen often.
From Kokroko Daniel, Uncle Ebo White, Abraham had Isaac at 100, so you may still be able to name a child heaven.
Do you know how long Abraham lived? So his 100 may be my 40. So done. But mutim no bompa you, man you.
Mami Jama says, my husband hardly tells me you look good or you are beautiful. With my kind of profession, I meet a lot of men. And I mean men who always shower me with, wow, yeah, I'm jealous of your husband. What do I do? What do I do? Because sometimes I feel, gosh, is he blind to see?
Mami Kuse, because it's difficult when you live with a man who cannot appreciate you and who cannot express what he thinks of you. It's unfortunate. One of these days when he's in a good mood and you are talking, raise it up with him. And let's see what his reaction and response will be. But wait till he's in a good mood.
From Sarah, Uncle, please, how do you cope with a stingy and selfish partner?
Husband or boyfriend? So please clarify, because the two will be different. But if he's stingy, you must understand that he will continue to be stingy. Are you cool with that? If you are not cool with that, you have a decision to make.
Nanama says, Uncle, are you in a healthy relationship when your partner tells you his or her family is first, followed by his money and his car before you?
Then what are you doing there? Where's the television anyway? Where's the television in all this? And his mobile phone, his phone. If it is not marriage yet, I won't make too much noise with it. But if this is his mindset, he's a boy. He's a boy. He's a boy. He hasn't become a man yet. He's a boy. That's why he has those priorities. His car, pa. Why doesn't he know that you can buy a car for him?
So,
anyway, let's go on.
from Nana Rabba, Uncle, you try to talk to him about the need for the marriage to be healthy, but still there's no change. Can you leave?
Oh, not yet. Bring other people in. If you are members of church, bring family. If there are some wise people, level-headed people there, people he respects. Bring people from church, if you're in a church. People in the community that he fraternizes with. Let them help you. There are steps to take before you come to that point.
Adam Mawana says, what do you do if you realize that you are both mostly not on the same level?
At what point is this? At what point have you now realized that you are not on the same level? And what do you mean by we are not on the same level? Same level in terms of academics, or in terms of finances, or in terms of profession, or in terms of mindset and values. So please define for me. Yeah, let's go.
Paul says, Uncle, please, if your partner opens up to you, like he hardly talks about the relationship, what do you do? If your partner does not
open up to you and hardly talks about it, you keep talking, and then, but couch the talking in such a way that he would have to respond to a few things from time to time.
Hey, from Nana Ampong. Uncle, one thing I've come to realize is that every lady before or after marriage already knows her husband will die before her. Is there any secret for us to live longer than them?
Yes. Live with humor. Don't let stress get to you. Keep a healthy lifestyle, because men live dangerously. You know, a woman who says, I don't drink, we don't laugh at. A boy who says, I don't drink, all his friends will laugh at him. We live dangerously. Meanwhile, we know alcohol is not good for you. But we live dangerously. So if we took those, yes, it isn't a law that we will die before them. It's just that we live dangerously. And we don't take better care of ourselves. And emotionally, we don't service ourselves well enough. So that's why we are doing multiple jobs and all that. We are stressing ourselves, making money, building a house, and then we'll have to build a bigger one and all that. And then there's a side chick who is making demands, and so you close from work, and instead of going home to eat and sleep, you close from work and you must go and mark the register somewhere and go and mark it in such a way that it will not be known at home that you had gone somewhere to mark the register, and go and come back and act as if it is normal and things like that. You go and eat there, and you come back and you are served there, and you must eat here too. Because if you don't eat, there'll be questions. You know? And when I'm talking about eating, I'm talking about the two levels of eating, if you understand. And so you're always under stress. That's what will kill us.
Solomon says, is being authoritative, does being authoritative make one a sick person in a healthy relationship?
Not necessarily. It depends on your partner. Sometimes the kind of person you have, you must be the dominant person and take charge because that person's lifestyle permits that. But that not necessarily. It depends on the context. It also depends on whether you know when to listen and when to engage other people and to seek their input as well.
From Mag, Uncle, but if you are the one always talking, won't it seem like you are the one who always sees something that's going on?
Yeah, that danger is there. Or even worse, you may come across as the one who is nagging. But if the other party is not talking and the issues are still there, what do you do? Maybe, there again, if there's a counselor, bring the counselor in and let's see whether that helps.
Tabitha says, Uncle, please, what kind of relationship would it be when your partner finds it very comfortable discussing friends and family with you, but he does not discuss your relationship with you, even when you raise it? He asks you to do all the talking whilst he does the listening.
Well, the good thing about what you just said is that there is a certain level of talking, except that it is not about yourselves. So it does look like you have a good relationship in the sense that he feels free to talk about other people with you. It's a good beginning, but he's deflecting the attention from yourselves. So one day say that, you know something, I want us to talk about ourselves. And let's see what his reaction will be.
Please, Uncle. Nesbitt says, Uncle, today is my sweetheart's birthday. She's one of the class reps here. Ekia Asabia, happy birthday. We love you.
Ekia Asabia Johnson. Ekia, happy birthday. Oh. Happy birthday. But someone is also asking us to do it because he wants to score points. But happy birthday. And may this be your best year yet.
Ephraim's anniversary.
Ephraim's anniversary.
4 years.
Hey, Ephraim and Tina. Ephraim, so where are you now at this point?
Monkey register.
Ephraim, make us proud, okay? Let us sing today. Let her heart sing today on your anniversary. And then so that when you come, we'll give you a pat on the back. But if Ephraim and Tina, happy anniversary. I pray that we'll live to celebrate even more anniversaries for the two of you.
Tabitha says, Uncle, most men find it difficult to appreciate their wives when they dress, but you hear them telling other female friends and it hurts.
Yeah, that's it. I agree with you. Yeah, that's it. You know, sometimes they are not even aware they are doing that. That's a painful thing. They are not aware. Because you are so close to them, they take you for granted.
Thank you.
It's a mark of they taking you for granted. It doesn't mean they don't see it. It doesn't mean they don't even think it. But they don't say it. But we all need to learn to do that. We all need to learn to open our mouth and say it to our partners because it's important.
From Mommy. Hello, Papa. I'm
Hi.
dating this guy who lies always. He pleads and begs and cries always when he's caught. His family will come in and all that. But Uncle, I am fed up with him. He's not ready to let me go. I told him I wanted space, but he will still not stay away.
Do you think that if he is the one who wants to leave you, you could stop him from leaving you? If you want to go, you will go. What you just described is a boy, not a man.
Uncle, what do you do if your partner maltreats you, but he is good to you?
The two don't go together. The two don't go together. He cannot be maltreating you and be good to you. Good in what way? It's like saying that somebody killed your parents, but is taking care of you. The two don't go together. Yeah, let's go.
Uncle, what do you do when you realize you're in an unhealthy relationship, marriage, and you tell your partner, let's go for professional counseling, but he says no, and you want a mutual divorce agreement? Is that the best move?
Oh, I wish
Abigail.
I wish that would not be the first thing you do. I wish if he doesn't want professional, is there somebody he looks up to that can come in and help both of you? Try some other options. If both of you are members of the church, can you bring in somebody in church and let the person give this a try? Or his relationship, his family, is there anybody there you can trust to come in and help you sit down and work this out? I hope that working out becomes the very last option that you consider.
From me, Uncle, I think you need to do another session on boys and men and girls and women.
All right, thank you. That's a good point. Chrissy, please note it. Boys and men, girls and women. It's interesting. The girls become women easily and faster. They make that transition easily. It's the boys.
Uncle, William says, what do you do if your partner talks harshly to you most often?
Wow. I think you've got to learn to put in place certain rules that whenever you are rude, the discussion is over. Whenever you are rude, the discussion is over. So that gradually, that whenever you are rude, you won't get what it is you want. You won't get my attention until you give me the respect.
Uncle,
Draw the line. Draw the line.
From Young Joe. Uncle,
Young Joe.
Young Joe.
Young Joe.
Joe.
Young Joe.
Yeah, he doesn't want to grow. You see, Uncle.
Young Joe. So like Joe Jr.
No.
Young Joe. Wow. I think today most of the names are very nice names today. Okay, yes. What does YJ want?
He says, Uncle, please, I have been dating my partner for 3 years now, but she's still feeling shy of me. What do I do?
3 years shy of you. What do you mean?
So no more.
Shy. What is it that makes her shy?
Switch off the lights.
Because if you are dating for 3 years and you haven't married, I mean, I wonder what circumstances will make her shy. Except that the two of you are doing something you should not be doing at this time. You know. By the way, what's the age difference between you and your partner, Young Joe? Because that also helps. And what's the educational difference between the two of you, and the social difference between the two of you as well? But 3 years dating, and if she's asking you to put off the light, you are in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Now, Wahin is asking, Uncle, please, what's the distinction between one who is a girl and one who is a woman?
Selfishness. Girls are selfish. Everything is about them. Women know that are able to reach out to the other. Girls focus on the exterior. When a girl is making a choice of a boy, oh, he's cute. A woman does not do cute. Wants to see, does he have sense? Is he responsible? Can he be trusted? Those are just a few of the differences. Girls say, if you leave me, I'll kill myself. Women would tell you, a woman would tell you, I'm so happy to have you in my life, but if you leave, I'll also be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be more than okay. That's a woman. Ken, the one who says, if you leave me, I'll kill you.
She's already killing you. You don't know it yet.
It's an unhealthy person. And wait. Is that why Ronnie doesn't have salad anymore.
Hey! My God.
Doesn't get his salad anymore.
Salad in the end now. A boy.
We're having. Let me promise you guys one day. I'll put a hidden camera here one day, and then I'll record what goes on when we are setting up, and a conversation that goes on here, and then share it with you for your viewing pleasure. And I'll do that with a commentary of what is going on. All right, let's go on.
Nanam Paul says, Uncle, I know one lady who always annoys her man so that he beats her. Who annoys her man so that he beats her, and she loves it because it makes her feel loved. Is this one too loud?
No, it is unhealthy. Her socialization, her image of herself is so warped, is so damaged that this is what it has become. She needs help, and I hope her partner would take steps to help her begin to value herself. This is somebody who doesn't value herself. And I hope the partner is the kind who can help her value herself and not become somebody's punching bag like that.
Uncle,
Okay.
no one is perfect. Is there ever a healthy relationship genuinely?
Yes, there is. Nobody is perfect, but you can be healthy. That's why I didn't talk about perfect relationship. I talked about a healthy relationship. Just as a healthy man may go down with a cold from time to time, except that when the cold comes, you know what to do. You are doing something about it. That's what makes you healthy. So in a healthy relationship, if there is a problem, we know and we are working towards removing that problem. We don't sit back and say, well, there's a problem. Yeah, there will always be a problem. No, we are working and we are always taking care of those things. And we don't escalate the problems when they happen. In other words, you don't let the cold become pneumonia and go on to kill you.
From Maxwell, hello uncle. Does recommending and ensuring your partner listens to the things you listen to make your life better mean you are authoritative?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Senna says, Uncle, please, is it healthy to flaunt your relationship on social media?
It's not advisable. It is not advisable. Someday when we deal with the unhidden world, I may be able to make you understand it. Oh, and it's not healthy to put your pregnancy on social media. And there's a good reason why our elders insisted that until a child is 8 days old, no eyes, no private strange eyes should see that child, except close family friends. Yeah, let's go.
Uncle, from Lena, please, as we women love attention always, wanting to be complimented and celebrated, do men also want the same in return?
Big time.
Oh, Uncle, mommy,
Big time.
Extreme to the
I
extreme.
didn't finish.
Oh, big time. Yes, go on. Now finish.
Because I don't tell my husband he's handsome every day, but I prefer I hear that from him every single day.
Yeah. Don't worry. On the days you don't tell him, somebody tells him. Oh, we love it. Nice car. Even our car, when you compliment us, the car we didn't manufacture. If you had complimented us on a car, nice car, we feel, yeah. Hey, no, women underestimate the emotional needs of men and the ego of a man. Our egos are fragile, but they are also huge. And clever, lucky, fortunate is a woman who knows how to massage that ego for us. But yes, listen, when you say that you are looking good, I will not suck it in. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, which a woman would do. Oh, no, this one, oh, so what? But inside, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So don't mind us. Amazeba calls it with our ways, but that's fine. Yes, let's go.
2 questions in one. Uncle, do all husbands end up hooking up with side chicks? And what do you do if your partner compulsively asks you to stop your church to join his before he marries you?
2 answers in one. No. Let's go on.
Okay, but what do you do when a woman does not appreciate whatever her husband does for her?
A woman does not appreciate what a husband does for her. It's possible the husband is doing the wrong things. She wants attention. You are building her a house. She doesn't want the house. She wants you to look at her, smile at her, touch her, and say some sweet things. So when you say your wife is not appreciating what you are doing, look at what you are doing. It's like, when it comes to these things, have you ever asked someone to scratch your back for you and the person is scratching the wrong place? You are itching at a certain point in your back that your hand cannot reach. And then you say to somebody, oh, scratch my back for me. And the person is scratching someplace else. And then if you tell the person that, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the person says, oh, I'm scratching and you don't appreciate it. You are not scratching.
Jesus.
So find out, what does your wife expect of you? Do it. And don't do what... Listen, we all know that joke. That joke about the boy who went to an exam to study and studied everything about rats. And then goes into the exams room and the paper was on the forest. And he goes on and says that there are many animals in the forest, including the rat. And at this stage, one would ask, what is a rat? And wrote 3 pages on rats. That is not what you've been asked. And sometimes that's what we are doing in a relationship. We are we are writing rat because that's what we have studied. And the question is on forest.
Uncle Youngjo is back. He says, Uncle, thanks for answering my question. But she feels shy to talk to me when there is something bothering her. Unless she's a little bit tipsy, that's when she begins to flow.
She's a little bit tipsy.
Yes.
Hey, Young Joe, YJ, you've given her alcohol to drink?
Oh.
YJ, discourage her from drinking and continue to deepen your relationship with her. I'm sure she'll come around to trust you enough and be comfortable in your love to be able to talk to you. Women love to express themselves.
Abba says, Uncle, I'm not happy in this marriage and I want to leave.
But the choice is yours. I pray that you'll be making the right choice. All right, I think, okay, all right, go ahead, quickly.
From Erama, Uncle, please, what will make a woman cheat on her man or husband?
Everything and nothing. People don't cheat. Often people don't cheat because they have issues. They cheat because they have no self-control. They use the issues as an excuse. But that's not why people cheat. Number 2.
Uncle, if you find out your partner is receiving a call from his lady friend at odd hours, what should you do?
Talk with him and tell him it's not acceptable to you. Number 3.
Uncle, my partner gets angry when I listen to programs like yours. Please, how should I deal with it?
How does he know you are listening to this?
He's also watching. Of course. Number 1 people.
All right. I think we'll end it here. I'd like to thank you very much for staying with me. I appreciate the fact that you join me every Friday. Remember, this weekend at the National Theatre, a crazy ride, and it's going to be a crazy ride. I'll see you there. Stay blessed.
Why are you
My name is White, James Ebo White. Join me on this crazy ride. Hello. They call me Uncle Ebo White. I am the CEO of Roman Productions.